Yo, what's up guys? Stepkin here, back with another video, another manga haul. Yokoso, my manga society. So today we have a pretty big haul. I spent my entire savings account on this, so let's just get into it. All right, so first we actually have Leviathan #1. So I actually read the first volume, and this comes from Kana, the new publisher in town. Manga Sloth actually recommended this, so I really wanted to check it out. I saw volumes 1 and 2. I actually have the second volume here. I have the bookmark in it because I, am gonna read the next one. So these actually come with, what are these? Book sleeve covers, jackets, book jackets. So underneath they both actually look the same. They look cool with the jackets on, obviously. I take them off when I want to read them, but the art in this is actually so good, and the story is actually amazing. It's kind of, you're like in the present of what's going on, but then you're going through a journal from basically a student from a spaceship that kind of got hit by some like meteors, or we don't actually know what happened, but it goes back and forth between like a flashback sort of scenes and these like space looters. So it's really interesting. So I would definitely recommend it. There's only 3 volumes in this, and it actually started as a one-shot, but it didn't actually get completed in Japan. I'm pretty sure it got published in France afterwards. So Kana picked this up. I'm really excited to read the second one and then eventually pick up the 3rd volume as well. Next up on the list, we have Confession. So this was actually written by the same person that did Kaiji, Gambling Apocalypse. And I read this last night actually. And it was really good. If you look up the ratings or the reviews on it, people, they don't really bash on it, but they like say it was predictable. But basically the story is about 2 climbing friends, and they kind of get stuck in a snowstorm, and what happens is one of the friends confesses like something kind of crazy because he thinks he's gonna die, but then they end up living. So it's just kind of like them in a cabin and some crazy things start happening. It was really good. I would recommend picking this up for sure. Next up, we have The Deer King. So this is actually the second and last volume of this series. I showed it in the previous manga haul, and I didn't read the first one yet, but I am extremely excited to see what this is all about because it does have good reviews and the art is amazing. So extremely excited to read both of these. I might actually read these next after Leviathan. So really excited about this. Next up, we gotta have a Blue Lock volume in each of these. So this is actually the episode Nagi volume 2, and I haven't read this either, but the first one was good, and it's still following the episode Nagi movie. And I think eventually once it gets past like where it is in the movie, I think it does have more story after that. So I'm excited to get to that point, but I don't think we'll get to that point in probably a little bit. So excited to read these. Blue Lock's usually a pretty fast read, so I'll get through this pretty quick. And we have some Peak Medalist #6, so I still have to read this, but I am almost caught up, I guess. I read volumes 4 and 5. It is absolutely amazing. I know the anime's currently airing right now, and it looks kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, they did it a little dirty. But if you do enjoy the anime, then please read the manga because it is actually peak. It's really good. The art's really good. The story is actually like really compelling. And yeah, I still have to read this one, but yeah, I would highly, 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 highly recommend it. So Trillion Game Volume 3, I've read the first two. I think I showed number 2 in a previous manga haul, probably a couple months ago, and I still need to read this one, but it's like pretty good. It's pretty funny. The characters kind of like clash, but it also works as like a really cool, like comedic dynamic. And I am actually excited to see where this goes. I know the manga has some pretty decent reviews, but the anime doesn't have the best reviews. So again, this is another one where if you want to check it out, I probably wouldn't watch the anime. I would check out the manga. These are actually coming out like really fast. I've picked up each volume like one after another each time I go to the store. So again, I would highly recommend. I know this person did Dr. Stone and Eye Shield 21. So if you liked either of those, I'm sure you'll like this one as well. So Thunder 3 Volume 2, I don't have Volume 1. When I saw Volume 1 in the store, it was actually, the corners were like really messed up, so I didn't want to like pick it up. But I'm extremely excited to read this. This is one of those mangas where the art style like changes, and they're kind of like, some of the characters are different art styles, but they're put into a world where it's like a more realistic art style, and it's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have Volume 1, so I don't know how good it is or what it's like. I'll get Volume 1 hopefully soon because I'm like extremely excited about this. All right, Witch Hat Atelier number 13. So these covers look absolutely amazing. I love the color that they picked for this cover. It looks so good. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this. I haven't read this yet. I know I did Volume 12 in the previous haul, but I haven't read that one either. So I'll get to this when I get to it. I know I have like a big stack of unread volumes that I still need to get to. So maybe soon. So coming up here, we got Chojin X number 3, and I also have number 4, but we'll get to that after this. So I like how each of these volumes like kind of changes the color. So this cover is kind of like a picture frame. I like how all of these volumes do this actually. They have like it's almost like a picture frame, but then it's like a different color in it. And then obviously the X on the volume follows that color suit. I'm enjoying this series so far. I haven't read 3 or 4 yet, but it's by the same person that did Tokyo Ghoul. So the first 2 were pretty decent. I heard it actually gets a lot better later, so I'm excited to read these. And this one was yellow, and this one's a little creepy. It's like greenish with like a man with a mask. I know they do have, this guy loves like masks. I don't know what his obsession is with it, but this manga incorporates masks into the story as well, kind of like Tokyo Ghoul did. So I don't know, I'd probably read the first volume, and if you don't like it, then I probably wouldn't read it if I were you. All right, next up we have 2 volumes of The Boxer. So these are actually full colored manhwas, I believe. So these are a little more expensive, but they do look good. Okay, so this is actually an unpopular opinion, but I like the way manga composes their panels a lot more. I feel like manga does it way better than manhwas do. And I actually like when I like mangas more because I actually don't like how these are colored. I feel like with just normal ink black and white, you can actually show more emotion with like line art and the shading. I feel like it's harder to show those emotions when it's in color. And I'm sure you can do like the same technique with like line art in manhwa that you do in manga, but I feel like most of the time, because it's colored, they don't usually enter that territory. So unfortunately, but so we got 7 and we also have 8. These are also unread. I believe the 9th one is out as well, so I'll pick that one up too. But the first 6 were really good, and I definitely plan on collecting this towards till the end. So yeah. So that's actually it for today's haul. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you guys decided to pick up this month or the last couple months, and don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're enjoying the content. There's way more where that came from. I have some cool new series coming up next few months probably. So yeah, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. And this world is cruel, but at least we have manga.